The following is a paid advertisement for JointGel, brought to you by Purity Products.
Tell me if this describes your day. You wake up, you try to move, and your joints are already giving you trouble. Even taking it slow, your knees are popping, they're creaking as you try to get out of bed, and then it's off to the kitchen for some coffee. But while you're reaching into the cabinet for a mug, you realize your shoulder feels achy, it's stiff. And you're making breakfast at the stove. You're only standing there for 5 minutes and your back is getting stiff, your neck is getting achy, and you realize your morning is already filled with aches. It's not even 8 o'clock and you're already starting to get bummed out because your joints hurt. And if you think this only applies to old people, well, think again. Young athletes get this, middle-aged construction workers deal with it, office workers behind a desk, moms in the garden, even the guy next to you at the grocery store, they're all dealing with the same thing. It's called good joints gone bad. The achiness, the stiffness, it's a daily problem. It turns doing the things you love to do, the things you must do, into a chore. I'm talking about working, playing, resting. It's just not as much fun because your joints aren't what they used to be. You think you've tried everything. The anti-inflammatories, heat, ice, turmeric, essential oils, and of course, a trip to your doctor, but you haven't tried everything yet. There's still something left to try, something that will give you the relief your joints need. And it's not a temporary fix. This is a real solution to your achy, worn out joints, your uncomfortable joints. A tried and true thing, a solution backed by many, many clinical studies, something that will get you your life back. Hi, I'm Dr. Neil Levin, one of those types of doctors you probably visited for your joints already. As a chiropractor with nearly 30 years of experience, I've seen thousands of patients just like you. People with joint problems, and not just their backs, their knees, shoulders, necks, hands, even down to their ankles and toes. And what do nearly all of them have in common? The same thing as you, worn out joint cartilage. Now, you've probably heard about joint cartilage. You may have even heard the term bone on bone. Now, we're going to go into what makes a healthy joint and how your cartilage plays a key role, a crucial role in joint comfort and flexibility and mobility. But first, we need to look at why our joints are so bad. So here are the 6 worst things you can do for your joints. And number 1 is spending too much time sitting. Now sure, sitting is hard to avoid, especially if you work behind a desk or if you have a long commute. But this constant daily sitting, it can weaken the muscles surrounding your joints, and it leads to poor joint support and ultimately joint pain and stiffness. I tell my patients they need to build breaks into their daily routine to get up and stretch, to move the knees, the shoulders, the neck, and the lower back. And it doesn't have to be anything radical. You don't need to break out a yoga mat and plop down in the aisle next to your coworker. But don't think that twice a day trip to the bathroom is going to count either. That's not enough. You need to get up out of your chair and stretch and move with purpose. Do some trunk rotations. Bend and extend, making sure to move every single joint cluster. And if you can, get your boss, if you can, to spring for a standing desk. Take some time each day to move, and changing your work posture will naturally stretch and mobilize your joints, allowing the blood to circulate into the muscles in the joints. But whether you work while sitting or standing, you're going to quickly run into number 2 on our worst things you can do for your joints list, which is bad posture. Slouching while you're sitting can be a killer for your joints. It misaligns your neck, your upper back, your shoulders, plus It puts pressure on your mid-back and your low back for long periods of time, and that can misalign the vertebrae, adding pressure to the discs. And slouching, it's not just a problem for people working at a desk. Bad posture while you're standing can also do a major number on your joints. I see this all the time. Forward head posture can misalign your neck, your back, your hips, and your knees, putting stress on your joints and causing the cartilage to wear down at a rate that accelerates discomfort and wrecks your flexibility. And it drives down your mobility. What do you feel? You feel stiff and uncomfortable. What can you do about bad posture? Well, while you're sitting, it's important to think about right angles. Your knees and your hips at 90 degrees. Your back is straight, and try to sit tall with your eyes at the center of your monitor. As for standing, plant your feet shoulder width apart and keep your shoulders back so your spine stays aligned properly. A little trick is to put your hands behind your back. This will bring your shoulders into alignment. I promise you, if you improve your posture, you will feel better. Now, the next two things that can absolutely kill your joints, they're related. The first one, number 3 on our list, is overdoing high impact activities. I'm talking about jogging, running, sports, tennis, even some aerobic activities, and of course, any kind of contact sport or work activity where you're getting banged around. I'm never going to tell you not to get the proper amount of exercise, but the emphasis has to be on the proper amount. And this is where athletes, especially young athletes, can get themselves in trouble. They train and then they overtrain. And this might be great when you're prepping for the big game, or you feel like you're doing something great for your cardiovascular system and maybe even some weight loss. But if you're going too hard, you might be building muscle, but eventually it takes a toll on your joints, especially your cartilage. I could do a whole series on the dangers of overtraining, especially when it comes to high impact activities and routine. So don't overdo it. Push yourself, sure, but be mindful of what your body is telling you. That old myth, no pain, no gain, yeah, it rhymes, but for sure it's an easy way to break down that cartilage and do lasting damage to your joints. And this brings us to number 4 on the list, which is overuse. And just like high impact activities can wear down your joint cartilage, daily overuse of your joints, this can also break down your joint cartilage. Ever hear of repetitive stress injuries? It's simple. Repetitive use of any joint can cause damage to the cartilage, the tendons, the ligaments, and these tissues support the joint. So if they break down, it causes stiffness. So like I said with high impact activities, the same rules apply to joint overuse. Be mindful of what you're doing. Listen to your body. Give your joints a break before your joints break you. And that brings us to number 5. And this one, you can't avoid it. In fact, avoiding it is even worse because, the alternative is worse. So the number 5 thing that's killing our joints is aging. Listen, we're all getting older, and age, the march of Father Time, it means your body's going to naturally begin to break down. And this is especially true of your joints. So as we age, the cartilage that cushions our joints, it tends to wear down, and what does that lead to? Joint pain, stiffness, and a serious lack of mobility and flexibility. Now, we can't stop our bodies from aging. But if you're mindful of the other things on the list that are killing your joints, well, you can make aging less of a factor for your joint health. And now this brings us to number 6. Sorry, folks, but being overweight, let's face it, most people, they can afford to lose a few pounds, and we know excess weight, it puts extra pressure on your joints, especially your knees, your hips, and your upper and lower back. So what does that tend to lead to? You got it. It leads to joint pain, it leads to damage, and it damages your joint cartilage. And I cannot emphasize this point enough. Try to begin to get your body to its proper weight. But don't do it with fad diets or starvation or anything radical. Losing weight means changing your habits, choosing healthier habits. And one habit you can change is how you treat your joints, which brings us to my #1 secret, which can help you save your joints. And it's not a weight loss product. Though once this thing goes to work and your joints begin to feel better, you'll naturally get more active, and that can certainly help you lose weight. And this thing is not a medical device. You've probably seen plenty of ads for those fancy, expensive knee massagers. This is not one of those. I mean, they have their purpose, but they're big and they're bulky, and who wants to wear that on your knee all the time? What I'm about to share with you is just so much easier to do, and literally, it's going to take you 1 minute a day. And it's going to positively affect every single joint in your body, not just your knee, because every joint in your body has cartilage. But first, I keep bringing up cartilage, right? And now, along with the entire joint matrix, which is the physical makeup of our joints that includes the cartilage, but it also includes bone, muscle, and connective tissue. Before I get to the #1 thing that you can do every day, the one thing that's going to take you less than a minute and can change your life forever when it comes to your joint comfort and flexibility and mobility, let's take a closer look at the importance of joint cartilage. So cartilage health plays a crucial role in joint comfort. Cartilage is a type of connective tissue that covers the end of the bones inside the joint matrix. It creates a smooth, slippery surface for your bones to glide on as they move. It acts as a shock absorber, cushioning your joints and preventing the bones from grinding against each other. Now, when your cartilage is healthy, it's smooth, it's slippery, it's hydrated and flexible, which reduces the friction between your bones. Now, when one of these 6 things we just discussed starts to destroy your joints, when that kicks in, it causes the cartilage to break down. And as our cartilage deteriorates, the bones in the joint, they can start to rub against each other, causing friction and inflammation. And when that starts happening, the process of joint breakdown, it actually accelerates, slowing you down as it picks up pace. So you see, it's essential to maintain good cartilage. Plus, your joints depend on the strength of the surrounding tissues and ligaments, the other connective tissues that keep your joints moving smoothly. Now, connective tissue strength, it plays a very important role in joint health. These ligaments and tendons, they support and they stabilize our joints, helping to hold the bones and the muscles together. The strength and flexibility of these tissues are critical for maintaining proper joint alignment and for preventing injury and reducing stress on the joint. If the connective tissue is weak, it can lead to instability inside the joint, and that means more joint discomfort, further joint breakdown, and limited mobility. Furthermore, connective tissue also plays a critical role in the healing process of your already damaged joints. Strong connective tissue can better withstand the stress of daily use, allowing our joints to recover more effectively. So how do you keep your cartilage and your joint connective tissue strong and healthy? And how do you regrow joint cartilage once it's become worn down? Oh, wait a second. You heard on the internet that you can't regrow joint cartilage? That there's no way to rejuvenate worn out cartilage once overuse has taken its toll? Well, what you've read, what you've heard, it's flat out wrong. I'm here to tell you, you can regrow joint cartilage, and yes, you heard me correctly, you can regrow worn out joint cartilage, and you can do it with JointGel. Now, before you say, no way you can regrow joint cartilage, no way you can get back that comfort and mobility you used to enjoy, well, listen to what other JointGel users are saying.
This JointGel has been working incredibly. I mean, I've been using it for maybe about 2 years. I teach Aikido, and there's a set of katas that I haven't been able to do for maybe as long as 10 years. But I can go through a set now repeating each kata 4 times. My knees are stretching out again. It's like time's going backwards.
I love JointGel. My knee actually feels so much better, and now it moves with ease.
I spent a few $100s on other products with no success at all. And then I came across JointGel and figured I'd give it a try. My doctor said that whatever I'm doing, just keep it up. JointGel is awesome.
Those are real people using JointGel who are seeing real results. More joint comfort, more flexibility, and more of doing the things they love without their joints giving them a hard time.
Every once in a while, a product comes along that changes everything. Introducing JointGel, the next generation joint boosting super formula scientifically designed to help you reinvigorate your joint cartilage. The secret behind JointGel is clinically tested bioactive collagen peptides. Unlike ordinary joint supplements, these special peptides directly stimulate the generation of cartilage, promoting the normal structure and function of your joints. The result? Powerful support for joint comfort, mobility, and performance. Now more than ever, you need a product you can trust, one backed by science, one that really works. And today, as a part of the special TV promotion, you can try JointGel, a full 30-day supply, not for $60, not for $50, but for only $9.95. Plus, you get free shipping. And with 2 different flavors, tasty mixed berry and the new super delicious dark chocolate. Simply pick your favorite flavor when you call. You won't believe how good JointGel actually tastes. But it gets even better. Just be one of the first 1,000 callers from today's show and get a free bonus bottle of B12 Energy Melts. It's a $20 value, and it's yours to keep no matter what. It's the perfect way to support your immune system every day. Don't delay. Call the number on your screen right now. Claim your starter bottle of JointGel for only $9.95, plus get free shipping and the free B12 Energy Melts. And with Super Saver, you save some money too. You don't have to worry about missing a day. No hassle, no fuss. JointGel is not available in stores, and this special offer is not available online. Only directly through the special order line set up for today's show. So don't miss out. There are thousands of joint supplements on the market, but there's only one JointGel. You need to see it to believe it. So dial the number on your screen right now and put JointGel to the test.
So how does JointGel work? How does it get people up and moving again? Look, I'm a chiropractor. I am duty-bound to tell you the truth, whether you're my patient or not. And I tell my patients, use JointGel. It is a key part of their initial recovery and a long-term component of their continued joint health routine. And at the heart of JointGel is this amazing ingredient called CGM 5000. Now, some people call CGM 5000 Fortigel because it fortifies our joints, but we don't use that name because it sounds too close to JointGel, and hey, it's all about the joints, right? So CGM stands for Cartilage Growth Matrix, because that's what it does. It grows cartilage inside your joints. Scientifically speaking, CGM 5000 is this unique, clinically tested bioactive collagen peptide. Now, yes, I did say collagen, but before you go running out to the store or you go online to buy some cheap collagen, that's not going to get the job done. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Not every form of collagen will regrow joint cartilage. Now, sure, there's lots of collagens out there. They can give you some small measure of joint comfort, but really most of them mainly help your skin look nice, which is great, but we're here to talk about joints today. So CGM 5000 Collagen Growth Matrix, this was specifically designed to stimulate collagen synthesis inside the joint matrix. This new collagen that's created inside your joints, get this, it bonds to the surrounding cartilage, and what does it form? New, fresh cartilage. So this CGM 5000, it's been the subject of over 20 clinical studies, nearly 2,500 test subjects. These are people from every walk of life, every age range. We're talking about middle-aged people with common joint complaints. We're talking college athletes with knee injuries. We're talking about older participants with serious cartilage loss. And the results show one incredibly important thing. CGM 5000 Cartilage Growth Matrix inside the joints. It works, and it works incredibly well.
I've been taking JointGel for almost a month, and I can definitely tell the difference. I can do more activities with less discomfort in my knees. I wish I had tried this last summer when I was biking a lot.
JointGel was the best decision for me. It's helped my knees tremendously. I've tried many different joint products, but I highly recommend this one.
I'm 58 years old. My joints were really bad. I was having trouble getting up from the couch. Sometimes I had to roll off onto the floor to get up. But after 3 months with JointGel, I've seen 100% improvement. JointGel really works.
That's right, JointGel really works, and we have the study data right here to back it up. Here's an MRI of an early animal study on CGM 5000 cartilage growth matrix. And don't worry, I'll show you a human MRI in just a minute. But as you can see, this MRI on the left, the cartilage inside the joint, it shows a significant amount of cartilage degradation. But the one on the right, this MRI shows the CGM 5000 cartilage growth matrix has gone to work growing new, refreshed, revitalized cartilage. Now to be clear, JointGel, this is not a pill, it's not a cream, it's not a rub that you put on your joints. JointGel is a delicious tasting powder. You mix it up with some water and you drink it down once a day. It is delicious. It's got a berry flavor, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It's flavored with stevia and fruit powders and natural berry flavors. We made JointGel a powder because we found that's the most convenient delivery system for these ingredients. After all, I mean, who wants to take a handful of big horse pills every morning? JointGel, it mixes up smooth, it tastes great, and there's no special equipment needed. You just shake it up, no mess, it's easy to clean up, you drink it down, and now you get clinically studied bioactive collagen peptides plus a second powerful active ingredient that I'm going to tell you about in just a moment. But first, let's look at another MRI. This one shows the power of cartilage growth matrix in JointGel. In this human MRI, you're looking directly at a knee with some cartilage loss. That's the red areas that you see around the knee. The red is bad. The green areas, on the other hand, the green is the good stuff. Healthy new cartilage matrix that's growing. Now, if you look at what happened with the people who took placebo, like over the course of time, the red areas are just getting worse and worse. That means the cartilage got worse. But in the group using the cartilage growth matrix in JointGel, we can see that the cartilage grew and became fuller and healthier as represented by the increase in green on the MRI. More green is good. Now, I know you can see on the MRI that the clinical study was done over the course of 48 weeks. Now, that might sound like a lot of time, right? But hey, like Rome, cartilage isn't built in a day. After all, most cartilage issues, they took time to develop, and this is going to take time to fix, to regrow new, healthy joint cartilage. It's the reality of the science and the biology. Anyone out there that's promising to regrow your cartilage overnight, they're selling you some magic pixie dust. It just doesn't exist. It just cannot be done. But I can tell you that my patients who use JointGel, they do feel better. And they feel better before they finish their first 30-day supply. It takes about 3 weeks, and that increase in joint comfort begins to be noticeable. Are you going to be running a marathon after the first month of JointGel? Well, of course not, but you're going to begin to feel more comfortable. And you're going to have increased joint comfort, which means increased activity. So while you might not be going for a 20-mile bike ride just yet, you will be able to get through your daily routine with more comfort. I tell my patients that first bottle of JointGel, that's a tool. You're still going to be coming to see me. Our sessions are going to begin to get easier, and you'll leave my office feeling better every time. And you will see progress as you go forward. Now, the second bottle of JointGel, that's the one that takes you through week 8 of growing cartilage. That's when my patients come in thinking, I'm like a wizard. They can't get over how well they're doing. I can start to do more with them on each visit because their joints have experienced enough cartilage growth to make them even more flexible, more comfortable, and more active. Many of my patients even start telling me they've returned to their regular exercise. And by month 3 of using JointGel, well, let's just say I start to get out of the routine. I start seeing more openings in my schedule. Now, to be clear, you don't need to be seeing a chiropractor or any other doctor to get JointGel. This is not a medicine. You don't need to be under a doctor's care to use JointGel. This is available without a prescription. JointGel is not a drug, it's a nutritional supplement, and it's available directly to you. I'll tell you how to order your supply of JointGel in just a few minutes. It's easy to do, and we'll ship it right to your door. We'll even give you 60 days to try JointGel. But you're gonna notice a difference in the first month, and the benefits grow and grow after month 2, month 3, more comfort, greater flexibility, and getting back to the activities you love. I tell my patients who have cartilage issues, you need to try JointGel. And I'm telling you also, you need to try JointGel. It's gonna work amazing for you. After all, who wants to live with old, worn out, achy joints? Not me. I bet you don't want to either. So do yourself a favor, do your body a favor, try JointGel. There's nothing to lose, and there's a lot to gain. So let's get growing, cartilage growing that is. Your joints are gonna love you for it.
Every once in a while, a product comes along that changes everything. Introducing JointGel, the next generation joint boosting super formula scientifically designed to help you reinvigorate your joint cartilage. The secret behind JointGel is clinically tested bioactive collagen peptides. Unlike ordinary joint supplements, these special peptides directly stimulate the generation of cartilage, promoting the normal structure and function of your joints. The result? Powerful support for joint comfort, mobility, and performance. Now more than ever, you need a product you can trust, one backed by science, one that really works. And today, as a part of the special TV promotion, you can try JointGel, a full 30-day supply, not for $60, not for $50, but for only $9.95. Plus, you get free shipping. And with 2 different flavors, tasty mixed berry and the new super delicious dark chocolate. Simply pick your favorite flavor when you call. You won't believe how good JointGel actually tastes. But it gets even better. Just be one of the first 1,000 callers from today's show and get a free bonus bottle of B12 Energy Melts. It's a $20 value, and it's yours to keep no matter what. It's the perfect way to support your immune system every day. Don't delay. Call the number on your screen right now. Claim your starter bottle of JointGel for only $9.95, plus get free shipping and the free B12 Energy Melts. And with Super Saver, you save some money too. You don't have to worry about missing a day. No hassle, no fuss. JointGel is not available in stores, and this special offer is not available online. Only directly through the special order line set up for today's show. So don't miss out. There are thousands of joint supplements on the market, but there's only one JointGel. You need to see it to believe it. So dial the number on your screen right now and put JointGel to the test. The proceeding was a paid advertisement for JointGel, brought to you by Purity Products.